Hey, this is the 2023, pretty much the same thing as the 2022 Ducati Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak with a single-sided swing arm. And today we're gonna learn the really simple task of adjusting the chain. Let's do it. So this is for the single-sided swing arm. If the back of your bike doesn't look like this and it's the traditional, well, call it now the traditional Ducati Multistrada V4S, this is not for you. This is for the single-sided swing arm only. Okay, so what are we going to need? Real simple. We are going to need a measuring device that is in metric, okay? We're gonna need a spanner wrench. Now, I just bought this from Ducati because, well, I just like blowing money. And you're gonna need a torque wrench that reaches around 35 Newton meters or about 25, 26 foot-pounds. You're then gonna need 3/8 ratchet with a 10 millimeter hex head. And I got a little Sharpie just so I can mark the center point between the front sprocket and the rear sprocket. So that's the midpoint where we're supposed to check for the chain tension. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure between the center of the front sprocket, which is behind this cover, and the center of the rear sprocket right here. And the exact middle is supposed to be just about where you check the chain. So I went ahead and I put a mark right here with that Sharpie so I know where to check in the future. Now underneath here you have this guide rail right here. There's the lower portion and there's the base portion, okay? You're gonna be measuring from the base portion right here to the center of the chain. So from the base to the center of the chain is where you are going to measure. Do not measure from the top of this rail that goes in between the chain links. So what Ducati recommends is that you have a little bit of chain tension on the top, and then they want you to literally push with your finger. I'm going to use this, is push this down and let it go. So just push down and let it go, and where it rests is where you're going to measure. So let's do that right now. And here what you're looking for is a measurement from the bottom rail, again not the top one which is going to push it down, but the bottom rail of about 27 to 29 millimeters. That's what you're looking for, 27 to 29 millimeters to the center. Again, push the chain down, let it rebound, and then from the bottom of the rail, so this one's about 31, so what we have to do is we have to tighten this chain up about 2 millimeters, which really, I can tell you, doesn't really need adjustment, but we're gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna make it exactly about 28 in that range. All right, so let's do it. All right, and right back here are your pinch bolts, and these are the pinch bolts that tighten down onto the rear hub. Those are the 10 millimeter hex heads. We're going to loosen both of them up enough that we could start making an adjustment. All right, let's get these pinch bolts loosened up. All right, let's get these pinch bolts loosened up. That didn't take much. Okay. All right, one of the things we're going to be adjusting is going to be what we need the spanner for, and that's this little piece right in here. See how that spanner fits on there? All right, that's what we're going to adjust, just like that. One of the things I forgot to mention was that we have to have weight on the rear wheel. It could be up on the stands, or it could just be sitting on the ground on the side stand like it is, but you have to have weight on the rear wheel in order to do this adjustment. All right, once you get the spanner on the inside of the sprocket, you're just going to make adjustments, okay? So if you go clockwise when you're facing this side of the bike, it's going to loosen the chain. And when you flip it around and you go counterclockwise, you're going to tighten the chain. So let's go ahead and get this adjusted so that from the bottom rail to the center pin of the chain is 27 to 29 millimeters. And that right there, my friends, looks about perfect. That is exactly about 28 millimeters to the center of the pins on the chain. So now it's time to torque down the back end. Okay, it's time to torque these back again, and we're gonna go 35 Newton meters, or about 26 foot-pounds. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and then back to 1 to make it sure it's good. So torque 1, torque 2, come back to 1 and check it. Then you can do one final check over here. That's it. And now your chain has the perfect tension. So that's it. It is that simple. It is simple. Anyway, hope you like, hope you subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Click on that bell so that you get notified when I have new videos coming out. This is Rainbow. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.